What's going on, good people? Welcome back to Cooking with Chris. So today, we're going chicken crazy. Today, maybe this week, maybe for the whole month, depending on how I upload these videos. Let's get started. And so right here, I got my trusty meat grinder. I think I paid like $50 for this thing on eBay like 3 years ago. It does the job. So this is gonna be my first time actually using these sausage pieces. And we're gonna have some fun today. Let's get started. It all was silver plated, chrome plated. And this freaking dishwasher of mine then took all the color off. And so now you're back to your base metals. So
you do hand wash stuff.
Get that on. And we're gonna get this screw piece in. Little meat tray goes up top. We're gonna put our we're gonna put our knife blade on. I never remember what direction this goes in. Let me plug it in and see which way this thing spins. Spins to the right, so I'm going to assume that means it goes on like this. And then we put our grate on over top. And we screw our cap down to hold everything in place. And we're assembled. Let's grind some chicken. Alright, so we're starting with some whole chicken breasts. Gonna have a lot to cut up. So what we're gonna need to do is take our chicken breasts and cut it into some chunks. So these are whole connected chicken breasts. So first we get it down to separate it into ones. And then, there's an inch patch you see along the way. Go ahead and trim that off. Or leave it in. In this situation, it'll be some good flavor. And then we're going to cut them down. The holes. Alright, just cutting it down into some little 1-inch pieces or so, 1-inch cubes. Alright, now we got all them chopped up into squares. We coming to the top of the grinder. We're gonna set a little bowl up under here to catch everything that comes out. Start sitting some on top. Turn it on. Weight of the meat will pull it down. But if it doesn't, we got a little tamper to push it down. As it fills up down here by the nozzle, just move it around. Now we got our first pass through. I'm just gonna hit it with some of that AP seasoning, give it a little seasoning. We're gonna mix that in some. This here is about 4 or 5 pounds of meat that I had, chicken breast I had. So gonna need a good bit of that seasoning to get through. First round of seasoning done. Now, you always want to go through the grinder twice for make sure you got good portions of chops and mix. So my first pass done, I'm going to take it through again. Y'all see that color difference from the first ground that passed through with no seasoning, where I just put the seasoning by hand, and how this one is darker. It's got the seasoning mixed further in. That's why we're going through the second time with the seasoning.